Hey guys, I just wanted to make a video explaining why I haven't been streaming or uploading YouTube videos for the past few days. It's not something I would typically do, making like a vlog, but I feel like I owe it to people that are subscribers on my channel and followers on my stream to explain why I just kind of disappeared from the internet for a few days. So I'm not dead. I'm physically okay. Everything is fine. There's some changes I'm going to have to make going forward, but that's okay. The main reason is there's a couple of reasons, but the main reason being that pretty much my entire life, I have suffered from problems relating to how I eat. Typically, people call it hypoglycemia, but that is actually the wrong term for it. Hypoglycemia is more related to diabetes. Actually called, if I'm looking at Wikipedia here, idiopathic postprandial syndrome, which basically means that um, when I don't eat often enough, it affects my mood and my ability to think properly and causes me like really shaky, nauseous, a bunch of other things. So basically what I'm supposed to do is have like a small meal like every few hours, and I almost never ever eat like a really big meal unless I happen to like go out for dinner or something, and then I usually order something smaller just because eating like a really big meal just makes me drowsy. It's like Thanksgiving every single time, and then I end up just falling asleep when I get home. But with my current job, I don't often, or there's often days when I don't get the chance to take a break to have something to eat. So it means when I leave my house, between when I leave my house and get home, it's like 9 hours later. I haven't eaten anything in that time, and it just completely screws me up like really badly. So I am like extremely irritable. It causes me to have problems with my memory, causes me to not be able to think very quickly on my feet, and it just basically makes life hell. And earlier this week, there were a bunch of people sick at work, so I was constantly coming into work and being kind of stuck with having to play catch up on a lot of stuff and being by myself when I would normally have somebody else working with me. So it was like, I think Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, all 3 of those days, I worked like my full shift without taking any break at all. And because condition when you don't eat, it makes you really nauseous. Like it makes it basically it's almost like having the flu. You do not want to eat. When I get to the point where I'm feeling the effects, I usually have to force myself to eat something, which is why a lot of times when I'm streaming, you see me eating like lots of yogurt because it's really easy to eat. You can eat it without feeling like you're gonna throw up and you're feeling nauseous. But I would get home from work and not want to eat anything, and basically just be too tired to force myself to eat anything. Go to bed, wake up, eat like a small breakfast, go to work, rinse, repeat for like 3 days straight. So after those 3 days, I was in really bad mental shape. Um, it was having like a really huge effect on me. And another problem I've been dealing with my whole life, which is actually related to hypoglycemia, is that I have suffered from anxiety issues my entire life. It's a lot of it is social anxiety, which I basically deal with by not going to places where there's like huge amounts of people that I don't know. But I've also had reoccurring panic attacks in my life, and I hadn't had one prior to this week in almost 5 years. Usually, what happens is like normally I'm a pretty laid back person. When something happens, I just try to find a way to deal with it. There has been quite a few things that have happened in my life that were pretty bad. I'm pretty lucky to live in the country that I live in and to live where I live, because if the things that had happened to me happened and I was living in like a second world or a third world country, my life would for certain be a lot worse. But um, because I let myself get so badly, like I was not forcing myself to eat, and I was not able to eat when I was at work. My anxiety got like super high. and I woke up Wednesday morning. Wednesday morning, yeah, Wednesday morning, and had a full-blown panic attack. I don't know if you guys know what a panic attack is, but basically, imagine you're watching the horror movie where like Jason is chasing down the pretty girl or whatever, and whatever she does, she can't get away from him. Doesn't matter. She can, maybe she makes the wrong choice, but she's gonna get killed in a horrible way, and she can't do anything about it. Now imagine you're in her shoes. No matter what you do, you just feel like something really, really terrible is gonna happen, and you can do absolutely nothing about it. You feel like intense pressure, just like you shake. You basically can't, like every single thought that you have is you're completely panicking, and it makes you like super paranoid, and it's just not a good thing to happen to you. Thankfully, panic attacks are typically pretty short, but unfortunately, like a panic attack usually lasts maybe 10 to 15 minutes at the most. Unfortunately, what happens is sometimes you have a panic attack that changes into another panic attack, and this can actually keep going, or you have a panic attack and then your stress level just never goes down. So I had a panic attack when I woke up, and I had been planning to stream that day, but I was like, it was basically imagine how you would feel after like seeing somebody get killed or something like that. That's the kind of shape I was in. I was in no shape to be streaming. It's not that streaming is difficult or anything. I just didn't think that anybody would want to watch me sit there shaking like a leaf trying to play Hearthstone and not be able to actually like move the mouse or anything. So went to work on Wednesday. Got in shit because I had been in like obviously I was not in a great mood when I was at work previously, and I got told that I'm a really negative person and that all my negative problems are causing, or my negative thinking is causing problems for the business, which is probably a little partially true, but generally I'm a pretty positive person. I'm fairly optimistic, but I'm not the kind of person that if somebody does something that wrongs me, I'm not gonna stand there and just let it happen over and over again. So, as you know, there's been some problems with one guy in particular that I work with that has kind of screwed me over like half a dozen times at this point over the last few months, and it's caused like a lot of problems for me. It's actually cost me a fairly substantial amount of money, and basically I got in like a huge amount of trouble at work, and I was basically considering walking out. Um, I don't think it's good to make those kind of decisions like instantly, so went back to work on Thursday, and kind of the same thing. I was at least I had a chance to have a break and eat something that day, but when you let yourself get that far gone and your blood sugar is just completely destroyed, even just it like I'm still after like what is it, Saturday now, so it's 4 days later. I'm still not 100%, and like I can't hold my hands up without them shaking. So it's been a really rough week, and um, basically the reason I didn't stream is because I was constantly having anxiety. I'm better now. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow when I get up to go to work. I haven't worked since Thursday. I do plan on streaming tomorrow, which will be today when you see this video. So if I don't stream, I apologize. But the reason I wasn't uploading YouTube videos is because when you're not streaming, you don't have any content to actually make YouTube videos. So sorry for this long, probably boring explanation, but that's the place I'm at right now. Hopefully I can get back to normal soon, and I will see you guys on the stream and on YouTube. Thank you.